It's September 5, and I wanted to do a quick review on August data for landed, non-landed condominiums and HDB. And I'm really looking at volume. So have a look at the volumes, because when the volumes are going up, it means there's a lot of buzz in the market, people are transacting, the price usually tends to go up. When the volumes are coming down and the price is staying steady, volume usually is a leading indicator of price. Because when the volumes start coming down, concern is there's not enough transactions, right? Not enough buyers in the market. And the concern is, will prices start to come down or soften? And that really depends on whether people are willing to sell at lower prices. Right now, people are not willing to sell at lower prices, but I always like to look at volume as a leading indicator. So let's look at the volume for every segment. Quickly run through and then we can decide. So this is non-landed. So for the non-landed, you can see in the chart that I'm going to show in a short while, the volumes have come down. The price overall for the whole market seems to have come down as well, but I'll show you in the next chart, outside central and rest of central, then you can see how the prices are moving. Basically, the rest of central and outside central, the prices seem to be softening per square foot. In the core, it seems to be steady. So just have a look, but more importantly, look at the volume. So when volume starts to come down, like I said, volume is a leading indicator. So it doesn't mean that if you're selling your condominium, that your price you have to lower. It doesn't mean that. It just means that overall market seems to be softer, less buyers, and buyers are bargaining. So you need to find a good agent, do a full analysis, and try to get the best price for your condominium. So condominium volumes coming down. For landed property, the price per square foot that is shown in all data is based on land. So you know that two neighbors next to each other, exactly the same land size, the price will depend on the building, right? Whether it's new, how much is it built up and stuff like that. So you cannot really compare per square foot for landed just like that, because it depends on the house that's sitting on the land. But the trend is the volumes are down. Volumes are down. Also in the market, I can tell you the number of buyers out there looking for landed property is much less than 2 years ago. So you can still market your landed property. You need to have the right messaging, look at the plot, do the right analysis, the supply demand, and put it in the market at the right price. I think you can still command a good price for it. Get the right agent, do the right marketing. You might take a bit longer to sell, but it's always good to test the market, put in the market at the right price, which can be a premium, right, based on the landed property. But the leading indicator here is volume. Volume is down, so there's probably some concern. But as you know, lender is very short in supply, so it's okay to command a premium depending on the plot you have and the building you have. Okay, now let's look at the HDB segment. So we look at the executive, the 4-room, the 3-room, and the 5-room, and then see where the volumes are going. Remember that 4-room and 3-room command the highest volume. They are pretty much majority of the HDB segment. So that's very important to see volumes there. But for executive, which is the first one I'm going to share, the chart, the volumes have come down, but it's not so dangerously low. Because what I'm saying is, compared to a few years back, it's similar volumes and the price is still steady, because executive flats, maisonette, they are less in numbers and therefore they command a better price. So looks like there is no severe danger, but of course if you have an executive flat that you're commanding a very high premium, way above market transacted prices, then maybe it'll take a bit longer to sell. So it's still okay. I think the market is still okay. You can still get a good price. In fact, I had one done at Punggol 2 months ago. We still managed to get good market price just after about 4 or 5 viewings. So I think executive is still okay. The volume still there, but it's not too low. It's still okay. For 5-room HDB, I think it's similar to the executive situation. The volumes are about maybe 3 times more than executive, because that's the numbers they have. But they have not come down a lot, and the prices are quite stable. They're still growing slightly. So 5-room is still in very good demand. I think there may be less buyers in the market, so it may take a bit longer to sell, but the prices look quite okay for 5-room. 4-bedroom pretty much is the largest portion of the market, and you can see volumes didn't come down, and the price is still climbing steadily. So 4-room demand is still solid based on what I see in the data. So if you have a 4-room for sale, you should be fine. I have 2 4-rooms for sale, 4 bedrooms for sale, not 4-bedroom, 4-room HDB resale for sale, and I noticed that there are less buyers coming. They are doing more shopping. There's more in the market for sale, but they're a bit more cautious, but the prices are still steady. For the 3-room HDB, again, the market is tracking well. The volumes are still very stable. No drop in volume. Price overall, the whole Singapore, when you look at the chart, you see like slightly down, but I think it really depends on the location. I don't think prices are coming down that much, and I don't think they're coming down. And the demand is still strong. So 3-bedroom for sale, you should be fine for the time. So just a quick summary. I mean, if you are looking at selling, whether it's landed or private condominium, just keep in mind that there are less buyers. The price is not coming down. The volumes have come down. So if you're looking to sell, and you have to sell now for whatever reason, your plan forward, get the right agent, do the right analysis, and some houses can command good premiums. So do it the right way and you'll be fine. Put it on in the market, test the market, get buyers in, have a look at the flat, and maybe you'll get a good price for your property. For executive and 5-room, again, I think it's fine. No major. It's not the leading indicator shows maybe there's a little bit of drop in volume, but it's not gone down to a level where it's below pre-COVID levels, right? It's not too bad. For 4-room and 3-bedroom, 3-room HDB flats, everything looks okay. Go ahead and market if you have to, and ask for the right price. I think it may take a bit longer, but you will complete it. So overall, the market, everybody says the market is soft, but when I look at the data, yes, in number of transactions, it is soft. The volumes are lower in some segments, and remember, locations may be different also. Some locations may have higher volume, some locations will really go down. So if you have a good location, a good property, I think you can still command a good price and get it on the market and get the deal done. So the message for me now is like this: if you are out in the market to buy something, be careful. Do more homework. Look at exit strategy. Look at whether you're paying at valuation, below valuation, or above valuation, and why you are paying that much. So just be more careful. That's all. So let's see how September finishes, but that's my update for August.